What's going on, everyone? So the Los Angeles Lakers got the one loss out the way, right? Sucks. It's unfortunate. Lakers lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves. It happens, right? You're going to lose some games. I had it slated as a loss. If you followed along, been part of the channels or just watch my videos, right? I've talked about it heavily, that I thought the Lakers would lose technically 3 games, right? I thought they lose to the Milwaukee Bucks, which I was wrong in. Great. Love it. Always happy to be wrong when it favors the Lakers. Then I thought that they would lose to the Indiana Pacers in that second game on the road, which they did. And then I said that I thought they most likely lose one of these back-to-backs, but I thought it would be Minnesota. And they did. Now, I didn't expect LeBron James to be out and then Anthony Davis to get hurt and miss. But nonetheless, hey, it's fine. It's not time to panic yet. The Lakers are still in very good shape. They cannot lose another game, though. They lose another game, enjoy the 9th seed at that point. Can they still technically? Yes, but it's already going to be very, we need dominoes to fall into place. You lose another game, it's so unlikely that you're going to end up finishing in the 7th or 8th. 6th seed at that point is completely out of the question. Technically, the Lakers could get the 6th seed, but like I keep saying, if it happens, great. It's just incredibly unlikely. You basically need 3 teams to lose at least 2 games and the Lakers win outright. Now, can that happen? Of course, but it's still very unlikely and it's going to be very difficult. If it happens, great, beautiful. We'll talk about it. We'll celebrate it. It'll be a great time. Realistically, it's probably not going to happen, so don't get your hopes up. But the Lakers need to start building today to play the Golden State Warriors. This is huge, right? Right now, the Lakers are a game and a half ahead of the Warriors. You beat the Warriors today, guess what? Now you're 2.5 games ahead, and they cannot catch you. You basically put the Warriors officially in your rearview mirror, and you don't have to worry about falling into the 10th seed. Luckily for the Lakers don't have to worry. Like, the worst that the Lakers can finish is the 10th seed, right? So we don't have to worry about the Lakers falling out of the play-in, but we also don't want to be in that 9th or 10th. Because anything can happen. Can the Lakers win 2 straight games and get into the playoffs? Of course they can. But it's like we've seen in March Madness, like we see in the NFL, the best team doesn't always win. You just have to be the better team one night. And can the Warriors just have a hot shooting night, and there's nothing the Lakers do when they beat them? Sure. Can Sacramento or the Pelicans or the Suns do it? Sure. Lakers are a game and a half behind the Suns and the Pelicans. I think most likely we're chasing the Kings and the Pelicans. Those are the 2 teams that I think at least one of them, if not both of them, but I think at least one of them lose enough games for us to leapfrog them. We're still in the ballpark with Sacramento. Sacramento, they play the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a huge opportunity for the Lakers, right? Thunder should beat the Kings. Thunder at home, right? The Thunder have something to play for. They're still trying to fight for that, positioning, that 1 through 3 with the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets. So they're also a young team with a lot to prove. They very likely show up, handle business against Sacramento. So that should be 1 loss. Sacramento still has games against some of the other teams in front of us. The Phoenix Suns today play the Los Angeles Clippers for the first of a back-to-back against the Clippers. They play them in Phoenix today, and then they play them in LA tomorrow. Of course, Kawhi Leonard isn't playing in that game, which is incredibly odd, considering that Dallas is right on Phoenix, or right on the Clippers' tail. And yes, Clippers, they're not going to fall out of the 4 or 5 spot, so they're good there in 4 and 5 play. But there's a big difference between having home court and not, right? Like, you give Dallas home court, that just increases the likelihood of them beating you. And Dallas is literally, they're right there. They're on the hairs of the chinny chin chin, and they play the Charlotte Hornets, who they're probably going to blow out. So that could cause a problem, and now all of a sudden Dallas is only a game back of the Clippers. Still a lot of dominoes that could fall into place, a lot of things that could end up happening, right? And then you have the Pelicans playing the Portland Trailblazers. Fingers crossed, right? You never know. Like I say all the time, any given night, anything can happen on any given night. You never know. Don't be shocked if Portland just magically pulls out a win. But it's very, very unlikely, right? It's one of those things where it's probably not going to happen. If it does, great. We'll celebrate it. It'll be awesome. But it starts with the Lakers doing their part. It starts with the Lakers handling their business. You got to handle the Warriors. You're at home. You win this. Not only do you have the tiebreakers, but now you have a 2.5 game lead. There's no more worries, right? And especially if the Lakers win outright, you're good. But you need this win just so that way, at least, worst case, if you do play the Warriors, at least you're at home, right? If you do finish in the ninth, then at bare minimum, you're at least at home, so you get that home game, and then you go on the road to whoever it is for that 7th or 8th seed. But we need that 7th or 8th. In a perfect world, we finish 7th or 8th. Well, I guess in a perfect world, we finish 6th. But you get my point, right? Finish that 7th or 8th, and I would love to play the Pelicans. Like, I really want to overtake Sacramento, play the Pelicans in the first round, and then go beat the Pelicans. And now we're in the 7th seed. And I know people are worried about playing Denver and all that stuff. If you got to play Denver, you got to play Denver, right? Like, we don't know where Denver's going to fall. And that very likely could come down to the very last game of the season. Seriously, that could come down. I mean, it could end up in a 3-way tie. There's so many different things that could happen, right? So to me, I'd rather get in, right? And if we have to play Denver in the first round, you play Denver in the first round, right? If my options are potentially missing the playoffs or playing Denver, give me Denver all day, including Sunday. Let's get it. Let's go. I want all the smoke because I believe in the Lakers, right? Is Denver going to be tough? Absolutely. Denver's had our number. It's not going to be, I'm not saying that the Lakers are going to run through it. Hopefully they don't get swept again, at least if they do lose. Hopefully it's a little more competitive, but I like our chances. Lakers have been hot. They've been building. They got momentum. They got everything that you want. Lakers have done a good job with bouncing back. You lose a game, boom, 5-game win streak. Lose a game, boom, 4-game win streak. Lose a game. Okay, well, now we need another 4-game win streak. Get in that 7th or 8th. Go win that play-in game. Boom, now we're in the playoffs. And that's what I mean by a 4-game win streak, right? Because you got your final 3 games. You got the playoffs, or the play-in. Boom, you win the play-in. And then, in a perfect world, the Lakers don't lose a game out between now and the championship. That would be beautiful. But realistically, look, do your job against the Warriors. Lock down. No time for games. There's nothing wrong with taking that L against Denver or against Minnesota. It happens. Losses happen. You got the loss out of the way. Brush it off. Take it on the chin. Move on. Let's get the bounce back. Let's go win. You know that several of these teams ahead of you, they're going to lose. You know that some of these teams are going to take losses. Sacramento is probably losing 2 games the rest of the way. The Pelicans probably losing 2 games the rest of the way. You need to trust the process. Trust that everything's going to fall into order. But it doesn't mean anything unless you do your job and you win games. Lakers, they can't lose another game. They lose one more game, enjoy the 9th seed. Right? Again, luckily, there's not the pressure of falling out of the play-in. But come on, we don't want that. We don't want to have to worry about like, oh man, we have to win 2 straight games and we could play a flawless, perfect game and still end up falling out. And it's that you play 2 more games. Look, it would be historic, right? It would be exceptional if the Lakers were able to pull that off, right? Imagine if the Lakers were able to beat, finish the 9th seed, let's say, and beat the Warriors and then beat the, Sacramento, and then end up winning the NBA championship. That would be ridiculous, right? I mean, Miami wasn't they just lost the first playing game, but Miami almost did it, right? So, I mean, it's possible to at least get there. It's just can a team get over the hump, which I think if any team was ever going to do it, it would be the Lakers. But I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want to have to go through that. I don't want to have to worry about it. I don't want to have to stress those games that heavily, right? So handle your business, do your job, get it done. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Think the Lakers get it done? Think the Lakers are in good shape? Think no worries? Which team do you think the Lakers end up overtaking? How do you feel? Let me know down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.